According to this article, Epik is the world's leading digital agency and represents over 250 plus gaming companies with access to 1,000 different brands. They have the goal of providing a unique NFT experience and marketplace to over 600 million monthly active users. So in this video, I'll tell you what Epik does, how it does it, and most importantly, show you what this means for NFTs and the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Hey everyone, and welcome. This is Robert with Altcoin Buzz, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Epik. Now, whenever we cover one of these projects, I always like to give a fair disclaimer that this is simply an overview. It's not something that is financial advice. With this project, again, like so many other projects that I cover, it's something that is still rolling out. It's something that's in the early phases, so keep in mind that some things are subject to change. But with that disclaimer out of the way, let's jump right into it. What is Epik? Epik does a lot of different things, but to oversimplify, we can think of it as a B2B marketplace that assists their clients. And when I say clients, I'm talking about some really big names here. So Tencent, Universal, Warner. They help their clients take existing titles, existing gaming systems, franchises that we know, that we love, and integrate NFTs and digital assets into those games. So you can see they've got 350 plus business partners covering 1,000 iconic brands, 250 plus gaming companies with over 200 million daily active users. Their team is composed of people from Nintendo, Tetris, IBM, and Pokemon. So one thing that you can see right here off the beginning, their team is composed of people that know what they're doing, people that have been in the gaming, in the technology space. And on top of that, their partners list is pretty impressive here. When you talk about Universal, Warner, these are big names that are serious contenders in this ecosystem. So with that being said, what does Epik do? How does this B2B marketplace work? So within this concept of B2B NFTs, I wanted to kind of explain what makes Epik special and kind of the role, the niche that they're trying to fulfill. We know of NFT providers for consumers, right? We know we can go buy NFTs. We know how NFTs work for an end user, but how does this NFT B2B model work for different partnerships? Well, issuing NFTs in the game has a number of advantages for these existing series. So agile decision making. One of the things about NFTs is that they are obviously represented by smart contracts, which allows these companies to gather data more quickly than with traditional licensing life cycles. It allows them to apply this for new collaborations with less risk. So because the licensing is implemented into the smart contract in the NFT itself, it can make analyzing this data and making decisions both easier as well as more accurate. Obviously, again, with NFTs being smart contract, there's trusted record keeping. So transparent reporting and payment of all transactions with flexible options for regular payments and cryptocurrencies. And then NFT upgrades, opening the door to create truly unique NFT experiences for your brand by expanding the experience into VR, AR games, and apps. So a variety of benefits here for the actual brands as it applies for the games within those brands, frictionless entry. So one of the things that Epik is trying to do is for these games that want to integrate NFTs, it's giving them an easier way than doing this than having to build from the ground up. So getting instant access to the world's best brands and start creating unique in-game content immediately, lower costs, saving time and money compared to traditional business development and licensing to produce your collaborations. And then lastly, NFTs unlocked, instantly enjoy and gain experience in the NFT opportunity without comprising on your long-term NFT strategy. So the thing is here is we know that NFTs are big. We know CryptoPunks are selling for millions of dollars. We know all of these different NFT gaming series, these blockchain-based NFT games are absolutely exploding with popularity. A lot of these traditional titles, they want to get in on that, but they might not know how to do it. They might have some issues doing it. They might not have the ability to do it in-house. So what Epik does is it allows them to basically bring that into their gaming systems with the minimum of effort and doing it in an efficient manner. So when it comes to Epik, I think sometimes it can be useful to understand something by comparing it to its peers. And when I say comparing, I'm not putting down on any other companies. I'm not saying one company is better than another company at all. I'm simply doing this to hopefully illustrate some comparison purposes and maybe help give you a better idea of what Epik does, what their unique value proposition is for the market. So within any kind of business model, there's two broad distinctions, B2B and B2C. B2B stands for business to business. This is a company that makes its money by selling to other businesses. So if you think of a big warehouse, right, they're not selling to an individual person. They're selling to other smaller businesses. By contrast, Walmart is more business to consumer. You go there, you purchase exactly what you want for your own personal use. Within the NFT ecosystem, what we see is that most of the existing companies are choosing either B2C or B2B. There's not a lot that do both. So Terra Virtua, you might have heard of that. That is strictly a B2C proposition. The same with Nifty Gateway. Really the only two that focus on both are OpenSea and Epik. And then when we talk about the captured audience, this is another thing where typically you'll see a focus on either crypto fans or mainstream fans, right? So a lot of blockchain-based games that are really popular right now were built from the ground up to cater to people that are interested in cryptocurrency, that are focused on NFTs in general. So if we look at this, this is another area where Epik really stands out as it focuses on mainstream gamers, right? So when we're talking about partnering with Universal, Time Warner, these are big mainstreams not related to cryptocurrency at all, but they also are fusing that with the benefits of NFTs. This is something where Epik is standing out because you can see, according to this chart, a lot of its competitors, they kind of focus on one or the other. So Terra Virtua, obviously focused on people that are already into crypto. Ethernity, OpenSea, again, focusing on people that are only into crypto. Ecomi, again, focusing on both, but again, the thing I want you to see is that Epik really does all of the above in all of the categories. So with the business model that focuses on both B2B and B2C, yeah, it does have the competition of OpenSea, but then when we go down to the captured audience, OpenSea doesn't offer both of those as well. Moving down into the brands, the brand management strategy of Epik focuses on both the licensee and the agent. And again, this is something where it stands out far above its peers, which some of them, Nifty Gateway and OpenSea specifically, aren't even doing either of those. The gaming experience, as we kind of talked about with the captured audience, there's a little bit of overlap there. Again, Epik really focusing on capturing both of those segments of the gaming audience. So then take a look here at these statistics as the bottom. And this is something where Epik really stands out. And I think it stands out specifically because it partners with these major existing brands. When we're talking about, again, Universal, Time Warner, Tencent, these have millions and millions of players, so they're naturally going to have a much bigger network than some of these other games that are focused on specifically crypto, right? So you can see the user network base of 1 billion users for Epik. Compare that with something like 4 million for Nifty Gateway, 13 million monthly traffic for OpenSea. Absolutely massive, massive differences there. Estimated value of the token. Now, this is something, and again, like I say always, a lot of this stuff is new. A lot of this stuff, I can't give any kind of a price prediction because I don't give financial advice, but right now Epik, again, they don't have an estimated token value listed on this sheet, but you can see that some of these other companies do have that. With that being said, this is a good time to talk about tokenomics, and what I do want to bring up is tokenomics and roadmap, and I like to talk about both of these together. So what I want to do first is I want to talk about the tokenomics, and then we'll go into the roadmap, what makes the token useful. So with that being said, the token is going to be selling $175,000 worth with an allocation of 700 per winner. So the timeline starting on the 23rd of May at 12 UTC, the deadline being on the 26th of May, again at 12 UTC. So if we go to this link, we can see the project overview listed on DAO Maker. And again, this is an Ethereum-based token with a project valuation of $28 million, maximum token supply of 2 billion, initial market cap of about 1.3 billion, and the allocation per person is $700. So if you want to take part in that, I will try as much as I can to push this video out before this closes so that you do have the ability to check it out, get in on this if you do want to do so. That being said, I want to cover a little bit about what makes the token valuable. So anytime we talk about tokenomics, I like to say what makes a token valuable, right? Why would I consider holding this token? What is its use case? So within the token economy here for Epik, the main benefit, at least at this point, just kind of looking at it, is the ability to go from a normal Epik membership and get an Epik Prime membership by staking those tokens. So when you stake Epik tokens, you go from a normal free membership to a Prime membership, which has a number of advantages, including giving you access to exclusive NFTs that wouldn't be available if you simply had a normal Epik membership. On top of that, you can see here that they do have staking rewards, and they've got a box that says transaction fees. And then if that wasn't enough from you, not only can you be an Epik Prime member, but you can be an Epik Prime Plus member. So that's a lot of adjectives there, but basically it gives you access to even the most exclusive high quality access items and premium services. So the more that you stake, the more you become invested in the ecosystem, you get access to some of those features that other people may not be getting. You can pre-order and reserve items before they hit the public. When I talk about tokenomics, I obviously like to talk about the roadmap, where a project is going, a variety of different things like that. So within their roadmap, and again, this is listed here on the DAO Maker page, we see that by Q2 of 2021, they're focusing on those exclusive NFT drops, launching the Epik Marketplace, and then the membership token release. So if we go back to their website really quick here, we can see that the shop functionality is not live, but it is coming soon. And that is in accordance with their planned roadmap. Q3 2021, we've got the launch of the staking rewards, B2B SaaS NFT platform launches, additional Epik token utilities announced. So I know when I was talking through this, I was kind of going through it, and to be 100% honest, I will admit that this describing the token economics right here is a little bit vague. We know that we can use them to get that Epik Prime membership. We know that we can get some staking rewards, but what they're going to be doing in Q3 2021, and again, I'm not saying this is bad. This is something that when you deal with these new projects, it's simply something you have to be aware of. Q3 2021, they're going to be launching new utilities for these tokens. So that's on the horizon. Q4 of 2021, the Locker app launches. I will show you that on their website. The Epikverse goes live in multiple platforms, and then more Epik token utilities for the Epikverse. So at each stage, they're launching more and more utilities for those tokens, which, again, not financial advice, but what you would hope is that if you own these tokens, as new functionalities are announced, as you're able to do more things with those tokens, you would expect that they would increase in value. Of course, not financial advice, but that is something that should be considered when we talk about them slowly releasing more of these features over time. And then this is the Locker app. So again, this is coming soon. This isn't something that's live yet, but it will allow you to access all of your items from all of your games. So imagine that you play 20 different games and you've got NFTs that represent digital characters, ownership of assets in these games. You can see all your assets, all your collectibles in one easy to use location. And that's something that I want to point out, because I know I've been talking mainly about Epik from a B2B perspective, right? Creating those NFTs, helping these games incorporate NFTs. But at the end of the day, remember, on their comparison chart, they are also a B2C business as well. So they do focus on helping those consumers. And this is one of the things that I think is going to be useful for people that are playing these games themselves, right? So being able to kind of collect and consolidate all of these different NFTs throughout the Epikverse into one easy to use app. So just to wrap everything up, Epik is an absolutely massive digital agency with a huge network effect. And I know they have a cool business proposition. I know creating NFTs and helping them be integrated into these big gaming companies, this is something that's a unique business proposition. But in my mind, the number one thing that makes them stand out is the absolute size of their network effect. When we talk about 250 plus gaming companies, when we talk about 1,000 different brands, 200 plus million daily users, that's absolutely massive. And we all know NFTs are growing in popularity. They're becoming more widely accepted, but this really has the potential to take them from kind of a small sector of the gaming market and bring them that much more into the mainstream consciousness. So they've got an interesting value proposition, but as you can see here, they've got some big name partners as well. Universal, Warner, Tetris, angel investors from JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley. So whether you look at their partners or their investors, they are surrounded by big names in the space. So it's something that's exciting. It's something to look forward to. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.